The following podcast is recorded and produced by Emerge, a media creators co-op, in affiliation with the network at bicbp-radio.com.
Welcome to 71Kicks, everybody. Welcome back. Alec, Brandon, and Zach remote with you guys this week. Boys, how we doing? We got some midweek Premier League action ahead of some FA Cup action this upcoming weekend. I'm just going to play the humble train. I had my episode last week. I'm just going to be humble. That's it. Got to be humble.
Oh, I don't know. I have a lot to say about Arsenal right now.
Okay.
I have a lot to say about Arsenal right now.
Before you say what you're going to say, I'll probably agree with what you want to talk about because for y'all that aren't aware, Arsenal might have beat Chelsea this weekend 2-1 off some cheap set-piece goals, and Chelsea had equalized the game right after a penalty shout that was not given, and a couple other penalties during the game that were not given. Yeah, it's just another Sunday, man. It's just another fucking Sunday in this league where they're not consistent with their calls and consistent with the officiating, and it just leads to what we see on the field where all that mess of stuff can happen. And I mean, again, I am a gunner with a brain, so I can admit we got away with murder in that game, but you know, go ahead and
I wasn't even going to sit here and just be bitter about it just because I'm like, you know what, it happens every week at this point.
Yeah.
Like there's another one today that didn't get called. I'm like, you know, like I said, like I just don't know. I guess I just don't know what a penalty is anymore. Like if you trip somebody in the box, like as far as I was aware, that's a penalty. Like I mean, I don't want to be that guy that just sits here and complains about the calls because to be honest, like there was 3 separate occasions where Arsenal had counterattacks. Granted, they were just going to play for corners because that's all they do.
Yo, I know exactly what you're saying. The ref blew on those counters. It's like, what the?
It's like, so we just don't play advantage anymore. Like,
yeah,
you can flick the ball on with your elbow nowadays. You can punch somebody in the head. Like, it's just, I just don't like. I just guess like we just need. I don't know what I'm asking for anymore. Like, I don't even want to complain about the refs anymore because it is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm just that game. I'm just frustrated because this is now the 3rd time we've lost to Arsenal within a month and a half. Where I really don't feel like we were the worst team on the pitch in any of those 3 games. Once again, I thought we created the better chances this game. Arsenal provided next to nothing. Their 2 best chances both came from Gyökeres, and both times Chalobah made him look like a fool because he's the equivalent of Brock Lesnar playing striker at this point. Like the guy's got fucking bricks for feet. Like it's just the most infuriating team from an entertainment standpoint I've ever watched. Like I found myself like as big of a game as it was, like if it wasn't as tense as it was, the game would have been boring. It still was a very boring game to watch. I mean, like, and that's, you know, you talked about City being the ones that should be killing football, not Arsenal. City aren't the ones saving football. Arsenal are the ones saving football by beating City this year. And this is once again just why I disagree because everything Arsenal does just is negative. Brighton's coach, his name's escaping me right now. Like he complained about the way they play again today, and granted, a win's a win. Wins all count the same. Like you know what I mean. So like if you're winning games, you're not going to complain. And as a fan, you're probably not going to complain. But it's just the most mind-numbing, boring bullshit that I've ever watched in my life. And you know, granted, there's still some time for City to catch up. I still don't think City have a chance. They still play each other. I think City have a more difficult run of games, of course, too. But it's just horrible to watch, and I'm tired of it. That's really all I had to say. Like, it's not me being a sore loser. Like, you know, at the end of the day, like we only scored off the corner too, so I can talk about all the decent chances we created. And Brian made some fantastic saves. It's not me trying to sit here and be bitter about the game. It just in general, like Saka's goal today, like that's just the kind of luck they've been getting all year, where the goalie just lets one go through his hands and his legs, like one of the softest goals I've seen given up this year. And yeah, I mean, they're probably going to win the league now with City's fumble today. And I know people call them the worst champions or the worst team to ever win the league. I'm not sure if that's true. From like off the top of my head, I think it's pretty accurate. But from an entertainment value, they're just horrible to watch. And granted, like Arsenal fans aren't going to care, and rightfully they shouldn't care. People they used to chant "boring, boring Chelsea" when Mourinho was their coach, which I never understood that completely. But to each their own. At the end of the day, like if you're lifting the trophy at the end of the season, I don't think anybody's from an Arsenal
I mean,
perspective
and that's
gonna
what it
care.
comes down to right now. Everyone's shitting on the style of play and Arteta's tactics and everything. And this is the year, again, we've been saying it all season. This is the make or break year for this kind of stuff, His style of play hasn't produced anything, but this is the first year where it looks like a quad could happen. It's our first gap at the top since that 23 season. And, we'll see what goes on. I agree that our style of play isn't the most entertaining to watch. It's not, flashy football that we used to play. But from a game management standpoint and from when you're looking at it from that tactical perspective of like, okay, they got the goal now, and now they're going to drill as hard as they can a defensive shutout. That's what he's trying to teach these guys, because it's like, there's going to be situations after this where we're going to need to hold that lead, and it might be tight, and we need to grind it down, grind out that win. And it's happened a couple times already. 1-0s are coming. So, yeah, I didn't want to talk too much about it either. We spent last week talking a lot about them. What I would absolutely love to talk about, let's talk about the other side of the table, all right? And let's talk about Tottenham. Because a relegation is as serious as it can be on the table right now. I don't know if you guys have watched many Tottenham games in the past couple weeks. The North London derby, we smoked them. But then one of the games after that, I think it was the Newcastle game or something like that. They played somebody else afterwards and completely shat the bed again. And it's just insane to watch. It's crazy to see and think that this could actually happen to Spurs this season, man. I'm just like dumbfounded by this.
What I'm potentially excited for is the fact that Chelsea play them second to last week of the season. So, depending on how results go over the next couple months, we might have the chance to put the final.
That'll be the
nail in
one game
coffin.
Spurs comes back and wins like 6-0.
No,
Exactly.
No, not this Spurs team, at least.
Yeah. Honestly, though, this Spurs team
they-
has no hope. There's
they-
not a slimmer of hope anywhere in this team. Maybe if
get
James
relegated by
Maddison
that
comes
game.
back, they could. They honestly could. So they are 1 point above the relegation zone. And behind them is Nottingham Forest and West Ham at 28 points. And one of them is in the relegation zone right now because of goal difference and everything like that. But they are down there, and Nottingham Forest is getting wins and draws. The huge draw today against City. But Wolves are also coming back and getting wins now. So Wolves have 16 points. Oh, it's Burnley down there. So Burnley and Wolves, there's not much of a realistic room for them to have a huge run and come back. But you're looking at Tottenham, Nottingham Forest, and West Ham, all 1 point apart from each other. It's crazy stuff. Crazy stuff.
Assuming that I shouldn't say assuming, but if Spurs are that third team relegated, who and how many walk?
Like you lose so much of that team. Yavi Simmons goes. You lose Vicario to some other Premier League team. Madison is going to go to some other team. Who else is there? Like Romero.
I think the entire starting 11. I think there's a shout to say that they're gone.
Yeah, 100%. I don't think. I'm like, because you don't have many.
Van Romero,
Yeah.
Jed Spence, the entire back line gone. Cal Polinia, probably back, right? He's on loan.
Granted, they're
Johnny Simons,
like
Kulishevsky,
Adogi, like Solanke, Kudus, Conor Gallagher probably will try to get out of there as fast as possible too. Like, and he just got there. Like I mean, this is in terms of like catastrophic things that could happen. Like, if Spurs get relegated, I don't think we've ever seen anything more catastrophic ever in sports.
Especially after the signing with Thomas Frank too, heading into the season.
Yeah, like this will be one of the craziest things I think we've ever seen in sport, given how much they spent on their new stadium and how nice their new stadium is, and the amount of quality that's supposedly in this squad. Not that they should be competing for Champions League or anything, but like they're a Champions League side right now. Like they won the Europa League last year,
Yeah.
and right now it's not looking good. Like it's looking really bad. And I mean,
I think
granted,
go for
Forest
it.
don't
Sorry.
look. I mean, granted, I know Forest got a point today versus City, but they haven't looked great in recent weeks. Um, West Ham's looked very good in recent weeks.
Yeah.
It's just like there's a there's a seriously realistic possibility they go down.
Oh
If
yeah.
you would have to pick two from that three to stay, Spurs wouldn't be one of the two. Right
No.
now, Spurs wouldn't be one of the
Yeah,
two.
out of those three, because like exactly as he said, West Ham has been doing pretty great, and Nottingham Forest, like they're hit and miss, but they're still getting some results right now with what's his name as the coach. And Spurs, it's like, yeah, out of those three, they're the most like in crisis, the most like
That was cold.
unorganized.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like their manager, their interim manager, after that first game when we played them, he was looking around, and in the press conference, he was like, "What is this fucking team here for? What is this?" He honestly was saying like that this team has no drive and no motivation, nothing to play for, and it's insane to be saying that when they're so deep in the table here and can honestly be playing in a new league next year. Now, you did say Solanke could go. I think he's one that, like, it's interesting for him. I think he could be one of the few that stays. I feel like he could be the
Not
one
this
that,
late in his career. No way
Yeah,
he wants to go down to a
I
championship side.
I
mean,
think he's at the point now in his career where he wants to be in the Prem and he wants to try and compete for European places. And
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of teams that would take him as either
He's also
top
fighting
team
for a
as
World Cup spot too.
yeah, like he's somebody that
English.
I mean, I don't see him making it, but he right now realistically he's he wants to be in the World Cup team like squad. He wants to be one of those three strikers realistically that they end up bringing in. I don't see that happening at the moment. But yeah, he's trying to fight for that. Like, and granted, like this isn't something that they can just be like, okay, well, because they keep throwing out similar lineups. Like they got to roll the dice here. Whether it's give a couple academy players that are going to play for the badge an opportunity, like play some players that you haven't been playing a lot, and just be
Who's
like,
that one kid they got, like Luco Williams Barnett or something?
Yeah, like
Have you seen that kid?
I've known the name, but I haven't seen too much of him in all honesty. But like,
He's nice.
there's-
He's right up there with Max Dahman, honestly, I think.
yeah, granted, like I don't know, obviously, like at this point, like it might not work. You know what I mean? Like you want to just trust the players that have been playing first team football all season, but then in the day, like they're in a crisis. Like at some point, like you got to put your egos aside and say we got to roll the dice here. And what the dice roll is, I don't know. I mean, like I said, like maybe a youth player and maybe some people that have been on the bench, but they got to try something. They got to change formation. Like they got to try something to really give themselves an opportunity to stay up here. Because right now, like this could be one of the most like catastrophic things we've seen for a club ever.
Yeah, this could really
Harry Kane back to Spurs.
short-term loan, 2-month loan.
Do you see Dele Alli?
Yeah, he was doing a
training at
training
Spurs
session
today?
with them. Yeah, good for
Sign
him
it.
at least.
Not allowed.
Good for him. Like it's always tough to see mental.
Is he the Derrick Rose of world football?
How do you mean? Like club got?
Is he the biggest what if? Is he the biggest what if in recent history?
He's an interesting one. He's definitely an interesting what if. Like his career definitely took a weird turn after.
I've seen the dude play live. I've watched him play live in Wembley, and he just dominated.
Yeah.
He dominated international level. I think at the time too, because when I was there, it was 2017.
Oh,
I think
definitely was playing some.
I think he's 28 right now, 28 or 29.
Yeah,
so he
29.
was 21 or 22 at the time, and he stuck out like a sore thumb.
Yeah.
Best player on the pitch by far.
Yeah, I mean, hope for the best for him, but we'll see what goes on there. Like, honestly, that could be the guy that takes him up from the championship. He has some sort of resurgent run back with Spurs down there. But man, that would be the biggest club I see get relegated in my time watching. Like I've seen Palace and West Ham. West Ham got relegated one season, right? I believe
Yeah,
they
they
did.
were. I want to say like 2012,
Not long ago.
2013, maybe. I want to say.
Okay, so that was like
N-
right before I started watching, but I think even within the past like
Maybe you're thinking of
5-10 years,
Newcastle. Like Newcastle was, I think,
Newcastle
relegated.
did.
It was
Yes,
like
they did.
2015 or 16. They got relegated. I'm pretty
Yep.
sure.
Yeah, man, it's a crazy landscape to see if that happens. But oh man, it'd be something. That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
There's the
I-
dude expressions on
Yeah.
he's got the best one-liners about what's
Oh,
going on.
yeah.
When he was trying to get Thomas Frank fired, he was saying like, I don't want to see him gone tomorrow or today, I want it to now. The shit that dude was saying was
Yeah.
priceless.
He was calling him
And
Thomas the Frank Engine all season. Like,
oh yeah, yeah, man, that dude is just in a full crisis collapse right now. It's crazy.
yeah. I mean, how funny would it be if they went from winning a trophy finally to getting relegated the next season?
See, but it's just
Like,
insane. Like you guys just
it's-
won and it goes back to what I was saying over the summer, man. Like you guys just won the Europa League, and you're gonna fire Ange. Your league position wasn't that great after the last season, but you just won your first European trophy, and you're gonna fire the guy that did that. It's like if we won the fucking Champions League this year, and we say to Arteta, it's like, all right, your style hasn't been working, and like that's a horrible comparison because that would just be the most ludicrous
What
fucking
should
thing ever
happen?
happened. Okay,
I
but
mean, I've seen not maybe not right after, but like I know like Chelsea fired like Ruth Di Matteo within like months of the season
yeah.
after winning the Champions League because they got knocked out in the group stage, and then we brought in Rafa Benitez, which was interesting to say the least.
But didn't the same thing happen with Conte as well? You guys won the league with Conte, and then
it was like a year after.
Okay,
I think
all right.
Ancelotti, I want to say we fired him maybe right after winning the league. I think.
Yeah.
Like not like directly, but like a month or so after. I want to say. Like I mean, obviously Chelsea under Abramovich's and manager. I mean, the love hate story with managers still continues on with the new ownership, but
right.
We'd all know how much Chelsea love to go through management changes.
7 to 8. Yeah, man, it's been crazy stuff. Now, looking ahead, we have some, the FA Cup this upcoming weekend. I'm just going to pull up the fixtures now to talk about some of the highlights with that. FA Cup, I think, the only one that's grabbing my attention. Well, I'm not going to say the only one. Arsenal plays Mansfield Town, kind of breezy game. Newcastle against Man City, but I love the intriguing matchup here with Wrexham and Chelsea, man. It's going to be a fun game.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about it on the broadcast today. Like, I don't know. It's interesting because obviously we have PSG next week.
Yes, yeah.
So it's interesting to see how much rotation we're going to do. I obviously do think we are going to rotate, but I don't think we can afford to do it too much. I mean, granted, people are going to probably call me crazy for that, but I just think the way Wrexham are playing right now, you don't want to take it too lightly just because they're a championship club, and obviously they're going to be up for it at the end of the day. Like this is the biggest game in their history to this point.
I'd say so.
Like, I mean, if they beat us, I mean, man, that'd be something to say. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it'd just be fun.
Oh, it'd be huge part of their story that's going on right now.
But I think like Palmer will get rested just because we know he's still nursing a little bit of an injury, but so I don't think he'll play. I think they'll want him rested up. Like, I think Caicedo will probably get rested. Reece James will probably get rested. They don't want to take any chances with him right now. Still, obviously he's been fit for the most part for a long time now. So I think we'll rotate the squad a little bit. Like, I think João Pedro will get a rest, especially after today. But I still expect to see like I think Enzo will probably still play. We'll probably give Lavi a start for the first time in a while. I still think we'll see like Chalobah or Fofana, like one of the two probably. I don't think Cucurella will play because he's coming off of injury. He got some minutes in today, but
yeah,
I would expect
but it's still
going to play.
It'll still be, hopefully they come out ready to compete and they know what they're walking into. They're walking into the race course, biggest game there in the past couple years for Wrexham. Like you said, biggest game in what could be the club's history. And yeah, for FA Cup stuff, can't ask for anything better. It's a great matchup for that.
It's what it's all about at the end of the day. So
Yeah.
we'll, even I hope Wrexham, I mean, obviously, like from a Chelsea standpoint, I want them to just blow them out and get it done with. Don't even give them a lick.
Yeah.
Just show them like,
Right.
hey, this is what you're going to experience next season if you get promoted. Like, be ready for it.
Exactly.
Be ready to make some changes. But obviously, from like a neutral perspective, if I wasn't a Chelsea fan, I'd want to see a good game and not expect them to win, but just hope it's a fun one. That would be what I was expecting.
Yeah.
If I was a neutral, I'd be hoping for at least as a neutral.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, we'll see. Should be a good one. And then I didn't even realize it was this soon, but we got that, and then Champions League next midweek starts back up. We got the knockout phase starting real hot.
How bullshit is this fucking draw, by the way? Like they put like all the biggest contenders, bar like 2 on the same side, and then we just got fucking Arsenal with a little cakewalk to the semifinal, and then Barcelona's got like a relatively easy route if they can get past Newcastle. Like give me a fucking break. Like this shit's. I'm not saying it's rigged, but like it's like, oh, what a surprise! Chelsea's playing PSG after we beat them in the Club World Cup final. City's facing Real Madrid again. Like it's just.
And
I
we've
don't know.
got, who do we play first?
I think
Leverkusen, and then either Sporting or Bodo Glimt. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. It's pretty
Like-
but listen, if we have to play Bodo Glimt, it's not going to be easy at all. Like,
No,
that's
and-
the team I'm worrying about.
Granted, there's no easy tie at this point in the Champions League, but
Yeah.
I think Arsenal probably have the easiest route to the semifinal of any team.
Easiest route to a semi, and if we make it to the semi, we face either Atleti, Tottenham, Newcastle, or Barca. And out of those 4, if we have to play any of them, I'd love to play Barca just to, really put it to the test and, prove to everybody it wasn't just a cakewalk to the final, and, really put Lamine Yamal back to bed and, go to the dentist, get the braces off and everything. We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does. He scored a hat trick recently.
Yep, his first senior hat trick, I believe.
Yeah, right.
30 goals and assists. Kid's
On the
18 years
season?
old. Yeah.
18.
That's
so,
crazy.
Yeah, like just give me a fucking.
That's just
break with
crazy.
This kid, he's fucking.
Yeah.
Like, people are already mad at him because he has like this crazy ego, and it's like, yeah, if I was fucking the second best player in the world based on just Blue Door standings, like if I was one of the best players in the world as an 18-year-old, like you bet your damn ass I would have a fucking ego too, like as the fucking kid should. And granted, we're gonna all be sick of him in 2 years, like kind of how a lot of people were with Mbappe after a little bit. But like the kid's got every right to have a little bit of an ego, and all these guys have egos at the end of the day. So to just call him out compared to like other players, I think he's just annoying, to be honest. But yeah, he's just fucking unbelievable.
The ceiling is just sky high.
Yeah, like it's. I mean, granted, I don't know what the ceiling on this kid is, because sometimes with young players you see them really hit their stride early and they don't improve too much. But like he just seems like he just gets better and better, and I think he's a lot.
I mean, he was literally baptized by Leo Messi, so like.
Yeah, like I don't know what was in that water with the holy water or what, but like it seems like there was something in there that made this kid special. It's like, or they fucking knew somehow that this kid was the fucking bee's knees. Like it's just crazy.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like it.
I mean, it's insane to think that. Sorry, can you guys still see me and hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I lost image of what I'm seeing with you guys, but no, it's crazy to think that Barca just had the second coming of an amazing player just fall in their lap like that.
You also think too, like I think it adds to it a little bit because you know exactly what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
Everybody in the stadium, everybody watching, everybody knows what he's gonna do. He's gonna cut to the left foot and try to swing it.
Yep.
And it works every single time.
It's
like that just adds another to it for me.
It's like Robin-esque in a way, where just like he wants to put the ball on his left foot, but can you stop him from doing it? Like, and if you do try to stop him, he's like, okay, well, I'll just take the byline and end up with the ball on my left foot anyways. And obviously with him too, like his Trivellas are just so fucking good that like, okay, you want me to go down the wing? I'll just hit it with the outside of my foot. Yeah. Like it's just like that level of it's just so fucking good. Like it's just
I'm interested to see who and I guess you see this in across the world in every sport, whatever. But I'm excited to see who, assuming he stays at Barca for the long run, who wants to come and play with him. Because I feel like the list would be endless. And Lewandowski, as much as I love him, as much as he's done for Bayern and stuff like that, like he don't have much longer to go. So who's going to come in and fill that 9 role? How long does
Yeah.
Rafinha stay? Who wants to slide in? When De Jong is gone and all this stuff. Like the kid's 18. Like we have another 15 at least.
At least probably.
Like what is Barca going to look like in 5 years?
I mean,
like
we
it's
could
gnarly
see
to
this
think
kid
about.
for another 20 years. Like with the way
Probably.
science and medicine and recovery and everything just continues to improve. Like we could talk about this kid for another 20 years as one of the best in the world. Like it's just unbelievable. Like we all
I mean,
have
maybe even more
kids
than
or
that.
whatever.
Ronaldo's in his 40s right now, and
Yeah,
Jamal
he's
is 18. So do
Yeah.
the math. Yeah,
like
A
it's
dominant
just,
run from another player like that.
gnarly.
yeah, just
Like
never seen anything like
I
it.
see a lot of flack thrown his way about not showing up in big games and stuff like that, and then he's like, he poaches his goals off of smaller teams. But the way that they just showed up against Atletico after getting shut out in that cup game and beating them, I think like 4-0 the other day. It's you can't doubt this team. You can't doubt Barca.
That's also bullshit though, because you can look at any single league, like Bundesliga, Bayern, Dortmund, sprinkle 1 or 2. La Liga, Barca, Madrid, Atletico, sprinkle 1 or 2. Liga, PSG, sprinkle another 2. Like you can go across the board, and it's bullshit to say, oh, he just poaches against the younger or the weaker teams,
Yeah.
because the majority of the
Exactly.
time the entire league is a weaker team.
Yeah,
What's he
you look at
supposed
the
to do?
whole
Just
league.
wait until his Champions League draws?
Yeah, no, exactly.
Yep.
It's just a cop out of an argument and a conversation.
He's had very good games against Real Madrid too. Like I'm pretty sure he was man of the match.
Oh, he
like
eats him alive in the El
yeah.
Clasico. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's like the kid's like I don't know. People want to just discredit the kid because he's 18.
Look at Spain. Look at the Euros run. Like it doesn't happen without
No,
Lamine
that's
Yamal.
the biggest tell right there. It's like the way that he showed up in that
And he
tournament.
was 16
like,
then.
Yep.
Exactly.
He was
He
even
was a
younger.
kid.
It's 2
a
years ago.
child.
He turned 17 a day before the final. Like
Yeah.
it's just,
Crazy.
Like it's just like fucking.
Yeah.
Man, I mean, we got other players from other leagues just talking about how good you are.
I mean,
already.
it's just like a 65-year-old dude from Girona or something like that.
Yeah.
Pissed that he never saw one of those in his lifetime.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it should be good. And they play Newcastle next week. Newcastle's got just the hardest
Bolts him
run
out
of
in the
game the
midfield.
next couple weeks.
How about Newcastle today though?
Yeah, they showed up against United for sure.
Red card, like they're playing with a red card for half the game, and then
Yeah,
William Masula out of fucking nowhere. What a goal! Just
that was a great goal. That was a peach.
I mean, some of the most.
He's a better super sub than Martinelli.
all right.
That's not ridiculous to say that. It's not ridiculous
Nope.
to say that. I mean, he does
It's
have
not-
some of the
it's-
most unesthetic step overs I've ever seen in my entire life. But they worked, and that shot that doesn't matter after you take a shot.
It looked
that.
like
That
your
was
highlight reel
beautiful.
when we did that video, Zach.
Right.
Yeah, that's just, he must have been studying up on the 71Kicks and learning
Yeah,
a few
man.
things from us because
We have a subscriber in William Osula.
Oh yeah.
I think it was his third goal for Newcastle. It's just, but yeah, just what a performance just to dig in, like not just give up on the game and sit back the entire time. Like they were going for it too. Like they didn't just sit back the whole time.
Yeah.
It's an informed Man United team too. Just they were like they took it
Ramsdale
too
in goal too. I was
Yeah,
like
and-
surprised by that. I don't get that.
Yeah, and there was
Whatever,
parts of the game.
whatever happened to
Nick Pope.
what's his name? They just signed him from Brentford. Vissa.
He just hasn't
haven't
been
seen
that
that
good
at all. Yeah.
And him and I don't know. He hasn't really given him or Voltamata a run of games. And when they do, they haven't been doing super well because I think Newcastle side lacks a bit of creativity. That they thought that they were going to have this year, which they just haven't seen. So they just kind of opted for Anthony Gordon up front because Harvey Barnes has been playing better, which not great, but like better than the other ones have been playing, I guess.
Which is also crazy to say too. Anthony Gordon just having a fucking tear in the past like month or two, scoring his ass
and
off.
he's been getting a lot of
I think he's
criticism too,
gone.
and
He
Yeah,
leaves this season. Yeah, where could he go though? Where would he like
the
European?
Newcastle
He goes to a new team.
fans.
Anyway,
I think Liverpool. To be honest, he's
yeah,
been linked with them.
he's a Liverpool
Um,
kid too.
yeah,
Yeah,
No one's
yeah. I
that
positive.
know
would just be crazy. Leaving, betraying
Over
Everton.
Cody Gakpo, which fuck you,
Anyway.
Alec.
Yo, and
How
I'll
about
still.
that? You're gonna
Yeah,
take
I saw this
Gakpo
great
over Christian
meme.
Pulisic, and then he's gonna do that shit.
I saw this great meme today of like Isak in the gym and he's growing his beard and his hair out, and the caption was like, "This dude's growing out his appearance to make it look like he's Cody Gakpo, so that way Slot throws him on the wing, and it's like just crazy." Um, I mean, Gordon going there, that'd be crazy to see. I still think you got a great winger in Gakpo, but
Would you still take Cody Gakpo over Christian Pulisic?
yeah. I wanted Gakpo so fucking bad. You don't
Fuck
understand.
outta
We
here.
didn't sign that dude like 2 years ago when Liverpool
Get the
did, and
fuck
of
outta
course
here.
Liverpool signed him when they didn't need him. Gakpo is great.
Put the
I
cap
rate him.
back on.
All right.
We get a better take from him. Him or her?
Nah, man. Yeah, Cody back. I like that dude. I rate him. What
But
else? What
back to Champions League though.
yeah.
If you had to pick someone, your favorite right now, who you think is gonna win, who are you guys picking at this point?
Biased, I'll say Arsenal. Unbiased, I'll say Arsenal.
Oh.
I'll say it
I'm gonna
because
look at the table right now because it's been a minute.
like if you want, I'm gonna say it as unbiased as I can right now. You mentioned it before. Arsenal has the easiest run to a semifinal out of anybody. Barcelona as well, if you want to say that. They got to play Atleti again, possibly.
Semifinals isn't the final though.
That's not the final, exactly.
Yeah.
Now, if we can beat Barca, I see realistically it either being Bayern or City, unfortunately. And Bayern is also just one of those dominant teams that can outpower City if they were to face them in the semi. So if it's an Arsenal Bayern Champions League final, which is what a lot, would be huge for the Gunners, it would be a huge test. And either of those teams can win it. I would love to see us win it, and I think we can win it. So that's why I'm going to say unbiased, biased. Arsenal can do this and go all the way. So I'm going to stick with that.
Brandon?
Can you guys still see me on this screen right now? Because I'm
Yeah.
not. Okay. Hot take. I can see Galatasaray.
Oh yeah,
In the semis. In the semis, just saying. That's my hot
semis. Okay,
take.
it's a pretty solid take.
I do like Bayern, obviously. I guess that's my bias take. Man, I'd say Barcelona.
Really?
I think an informed Barcelona, when everybody's healthy and clicking, I don't think anybody beats them.
That's an interesting one.
Like, and I know with their offside trap, it's tough because Genk or whatever from Belgium made them just look stupid. So it's any given Sunday, but like I said, an informed clicking Barcelona side, yeah, tough.
All right.
I don't disagree with Barcelona's potential chance to win. I think for them in a one-off game, stylistically, is really going to be important. It's like I think if it's like Madrid Barca, I think Barca take that personally. I just think that they, for whatever reason, they seem to want to dog walk Madrid every single time they play them. Like they put them on a leash and take them for a walk around the block every time. It seems like.
100%.
I think PSG for them would be a bad stylistic matchup. I just think Travis Scalia, Dembele, and the way those guys play, I think for the one-off for the Champions League, I don't see PSG getting there again this year. I think that's a bad matchup for them, and I don't like. I mean, granted, they always seem to play poor against Bayern. I think Bayern's also a bad matchup for them. I just think Bayern have everything that they need to exploit that high line, and they're used to playing against high lines. That's like the way they play in German football. So I think they're used to that, and they play even higher than a lot of German teams do. So I think Bayern's very accustomed to that kind of style of play. I think me personally, though, I think the team I just mentioned. I'm not looking past Bayern. I know
Yeah.
Arsenal already beat them this year at the Emirates, and they haven't been perfect or as we've seen better. I think better iterations of Bayern, but this team scores goals for fucking fun, man.
Yeah,
Like
always.
Kane, fucking Diaz and Olise right now are just
Olise,
unbelievable.
Musiala.
I say
Yeah.
Musiala's still getting back from injury, like getting himself accustomed to playing again. Like Pavlovic is like the perfect young player to slot into that midfield. They got the
Leonard Carl.
defenders. Like
Yeah,
Leonard
the
Carl
kid
is
Carl.
unbelievable. Like they just have everything, and I guess the argument could be like for some of their guys, it might just be too soon for them to do it. Um, Obviously, Kane's going out the door. Maybe not this summer, but probably within the next couple of years. Like it seems like. I know they're trying to get him down to a new deal, but obviously he's just getting older. But the way he's playing, like you wouldn't be able to tell. I know Barca was looking at trying to get him as well because they're looking for their Lewandowski replacement. So
Wow, Harry Kane at Barca. That's crazy.
the Kane saga is going to get interesting.
Yeah.
How about
but-
Vincent Company though?
Right? Like
Yeah,
relegated
dude.
with Burnley. It's just
Yeah.
I think it's the same thing as like Pep said. If you told if Pep said if I had a terrible team, I wouldn't be very good. I'm a very good manager. But when you give me the resources with great players, I'm a great manager. He goes,
Yeah.
And I just think company like the way Burnley played, especially in the championship, was never going to translate with the personnel they had to the Premier League under him. And
Mhm.
I just think he needs to be on a team like I think he's just under that Pep Guardiola belt, belt where he needs to have a team like Bayern. But yeah, I can't look past them personally. I'd love to sit here and lie my ass off and say I think Chelsea are going to do it. But I mean, if
Tough
we
run.
did it, it'd be probably the most ridiculous run in the history of Champions League runs.
Yeah.
Because we have to be PSG this round, and then realistically next round is Liverpool. I mean, granted, Galatasaray could win that, but either way, it's still difficult. And then probably some either City, Real Madrid, or Bayern in the semifinal, and then
Yo.
Arsenal or Barca realistically in the final. Like that's just as fucking tough as a run as you can get. So obviously, I'm not very happy about that, especially since we didn't go to the playoff round. But hey, that's the way the cookie.
Hey, enjoy your second to last week matchup with Spurs.
Yeah,
Yes,
like
yeah.
it's So granted, Chelsea have been the underdog before, and people have counted us out. But so I'm never gonna say no when it comes to the Champions League, just because I think the two worst Chelsea teams I've seen in the Champions League have won. Well, probably not the two worst, because Potter's team was a little bit of a run. But two of the teams that have won the Champions League for Chelsea, I never thought in a million years either of those teams would have won. I mean, 2012 we just played park the bus and defended for our lives every game.
Right.
Well, against Bayern and Barca at least, and then 2021 just Tuchel ball worked magnificently. Just defensively, we're so sound.
Now, with it's the 700th time it's happened. Man City, Real Madrid. What do you guys think we can look forward to with this matchup this time around? Because I am in the camp thinking that Real Madrid they might get embarrassed. I'm going to say that word. I think Man City is going to come out and really try and give a great series of games against Real right now.
Yeah, Madrid's definitely crumbling a little bit right now.
Yeah.
Mbappe has a hamstring injury, which reports could keep him out for the rest of the season.
Then they got that other kid back from injury. The Dean, what's his name? Yeah. And then he's also not looking too great right now. Bellingham is coming back from injury. Like they're really
out for 7 months.
Yeah,
Rodrigo not playing. Like that's a team that's really weak right now, and it's the perfect moment for City to capitalize on their little rivalry.
Yeah, I mean, granted, I don't think City's out of the Premier League yet. I know it's 7 points, but they have a game in hand. And they still have to play Arsenal, so
yeah,
this could be a lot closer than it looks. That's why people are saying it's over already. I think we're jumping a little bit to conclusions, but I think there is also a realistic possibility that City just turn their attention to the Champions League if they don't win the Arsenal game.
Right.
They get past Madrid, I can see them really just focusing in on Champions League and trying to win Champions League. because obviously they're safe in terms of top 4 race. They're not going to fall out of that.
No, I don't think so.
And especially because they're probably going to be top 5 too. So I can't imagine they're gonna drop out. But yeah, I mean, I see them beating Madrid. I think Holland's going to have a good game. Semenyo right now is just unstoppable. Like the
goal
fact that
game.
City, like the fact that City was like got this guy and nobody else really. I mean, I know Chelsea went in for him early in the transfer with January and decided it was too expensive, which is just like I don't know what the fuck we're thinking when we have Garnacho playing on the left wing, who actually, to be fair, did have a good game today. I'll give him credit.
Yeah.
Brandon had your boy Matty Cash in a little bit of a spiral. I had to hook him off at halftime.
Damn.
But yeah, I do see City going through against Madrid this time around.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be an interesting week. Cup action all over the place. We'll catch up on Tuesday or Wednesday and talk over some of the games. FA Cup will be wrapped up by then, and I think draws will be done as well. So we'll know what's going on in the next round of that by Monday afternoon. But yeah, man, I think we can call it here, guys. Thank you all for watching along and hanging out. Thank you, boys, for coming along. I still can't see anything. I have no idea what's happening in front of me, but I trust and feel that you guys have had my image this whole time, so we're good. That's that for this week, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Bow, 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 bow.